Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're a Star Wars fan, today's the day we've all been waiting for. We're diving into a project that's straight out of Episode 4, A New Hope. That's right, we're building a replica of Han Solo's DL-44 Hero Blaster. Now, before we get started, I want to mention something important. This isn't your typical 3D printed version. This beauty is handmade with real custom machined brass, steel, aluminum, and even features CNC'd walnut wood grips. We're going the full gambit here, including old-school craftsmanship. It's going to be a high-quality, functional museum-quality display piece, and I can't wait to show you how it all comes together. Stay tuned towards the end, and I'll let you know how you can get one of your very own, so let's go. As always, I enjoy drawing a quick hand sketch before any fabricating. It serves as a guide throughout the assembly process, ensuring everything comes together more smoothly. Here are all the components to assemble our hero prop. You'll notice that some parts are raw machined aluminum while others are finished, such as the scope and Mauser replica. Our journey begins with the foundation, a Mauser replica made by Denix in Spain. It's made of high-quality machined aluminum, and it's the perfect base for our Han Solo Hero Blaster. This is a non-firing, non-functional replica, inspired by and modeled after the actual screen weapon. The result is a high-end, authentic reproduction for the Padawan, or even the discerning Jedi collector. It is intended for cosplay, or as a prime addition to your display showcase. This flash hider was reproduced from an actual MG-81 German machine gun. All CNC work was laser scanned and machined from a solid block of aluminum to vintage perfection. The bull barrel adapter was machined to fit the MG-81 flash hider and features the proper length as well as a flat bottom and hexagonal upper back details, as seen in the original prop. Next, we have the scope rail also machined out of a solid block of aluminum. The laser scan grips were taken off an actual C96 Mauser from 1915 based on the serial number. CNC machined premium-grade walnut heartwood was replicated to fit the Denix Mauser replica. The bottom scope mounting cradle is cast from steel and then smoothed using a sandblaster. The upper scope mounting clamps also received the same sandblasting treatment. Another part that is iconic to this blaster is the machined aluminum heatsink anodized in black. The German replica machined steel scope features the engraved Hensoldt Wetzlar Ziel Dialate 3X on the side, just like the original hero prop. This is the front brass scope ring with a real glass insert. The back brass scope ring also features real glass with the clear red targeting sticker shown in place. With all the parts accounted for, they're now ready for painting. Before assembly begins, I'll mask off the areas that don't require finishing. Using Rust-Oleum's semi-gloss black primer and paint, I carefully apply a coat to each part and then set them aside to dry overnight. Once the paint was fully cured, I laid them out and got them ready for assembly. Here I'm using a simple wooden stand fitted with a threaded rod to suspend the blaster vertically through the barrel. This setup prevents any buildup in hard-to-reach crevices while I work. To achieve a realistic gunmetal finish, I'll be using graphite powder. Applying it with a large, soft, round makeup brush in gentle circular motions allows the powder to adhere evenly and creates a subtle, metallic sheen across the entire surface of the blaster. Even coverage is key, so take your time and make sure to brush off any excess powder. For safety, always wear a respirator, goggles, and nitrile gloves while working with fine powders like this. Once completed, I take it outside and apply a dusting of flat universal clear top coat by Rust-Oleum to the assembled blaster. This clear top coat helps protect the base layer with the graphite powder and enhances the durability. Now for the fun part, weathering. Using a printout photo of the original Hero Blaster from A New Hope, I will replicate the features of the actual screen-used prop. I start by using 400 grit sandpaper, working in one direction to gently distress the surface, following the natural lines of the part being weathered, while paying attention to the screen-used photos for reference. Then, I use a brass wire brush for those hard-to-reach spots. To achieve a realistic rust effect, I'll apply sections of orange iron oxide pigment powder with matte brown iron oxide powder. Again, using reference photos of the actual prop, I'll carefully brush on these pigments to match the screen-used look. Once I'm satisfied with the results, I'll seal everything with Rust-Oleum's clear top coat to protect the final finish. Off camera, I sealed the entire piece with Rust-Oleum's clear top coat. Now, it's time to add some battle-worn stains for extra realism. For this, I'll be using Vallejo Streaking Grime Acrylic Model paint in the areas where dirt and grime would naturally accumulate. Then I'll wipe it down with a paper towel to remove any of the excess buildup. Apply a small amount of Silverleaf Rub and Buff onto your work surface, then use it to highlight the sharp corners and raised areas where natural wear and weathering would typically occur. Remember, a little goes a long way. Off camera, I gave the front and rear brass scope sights a subtle weathering, adding just a touch of age before carefully screwing each one into place. Before completing the final assembly, I'll install the solid mahogany wood grips, adding both elegance and substance to the piece. Each has been weathered accordingly to give the illusion of heavy handling. And repeat the previous step for the other side. And there you have it, Han Solo's DL-44, Hero Blaster, a true iconic masterpiece. This metal replica captures every detail of the original prop. I hope you had fun watching this build. If you're a Star Wars fan, this project was an absolute blast to work on. And remember, this isn't a 3D printed model. This is a real, high-quality metal craftsmanship replica prop that you can be proud to own. If you're interested in purchasing one of these fully assembled, handmade, and professionally weathered masterpieces, head on over to my Etsy store. I'll leave a link in the description down below on where you can get one. And if you have any questions or want to see other prop builds, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell, comment, and share. That's all for now. and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.